This segment is sponsored by the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority. Reagan National Airport has a new manager, and he's no stranger to the aviation industry. So joining us now to tell us about his exciting new role, we have Terry Lyric himself, along with Dennis Hazel, who is the airport's Customer Service Program Manager. Welcome to both of you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations, first of all, Terry.
Thank you very much.
Dennis, I hear you're no strangers to each other. You have worked together before. In what capacity was that?
That's correct. You know, first let me just say it's been a real pleasure to work again with Terry. I first worked with him as in his role as the airport operations manager over at Washington Dulles International Airport. So it's great to have him back over here. But one of the things that really sticks out in my mind about Terry, you know, is just his ability to lead. You know, he came to Dulles during a time when we were right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and his leadership skills really reigns supreme there. So real excited to be working with Terry once again, especially because we're getting ready to launch some new projects here at DCA.
Yeah, so you're taking on a lot. You didn't come in at a slow, easy time here, Terry.
Not at all, no.
How many days have you been on the job?
5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yes.
Oh my
week 5.
gosh.
We got 1 month under the belt.
Jeez. Okay, so what have you learned so far? How many people make DCA work smoothly? How does it run? How many people there?
There's about 20,000 employees at Reagan National, right? But that encompasses, you know, all of the airlines, the concessionaires, the tenants, rental car companies, all of those forward customer-facing folks that you would think about. But I think a lot of people don't realize within the airport, Reagan National Airport employees itself, there's about 300 employees that really, they have a lot of the same job functions as a small city or a municipality, right? So we have carpenters, HVAC, plumbers, right? A sign shop, mechanics. So everything that it takes to keep the airport running smoothly. And when things are going well, obviously passengers really don't realize that. And,
like obviously you have to have those positions. I've never thought of that before. Wow. One thing we do notice, Dennis, I hate to bring it up, parking. Parking is always such a challenge at Reagan National, but we understand you have such limited space. How are you navigating that where you have a finite amount of space, but you're trying to add parking?
Yeah, that's true. And parking is a problem just not at Reagan National Airport, but at airports all across the country. You know, lots of customers are coming back, and we're glad to see them. But one of the things that we like to do is to invite our customers to take advantage of our reserve parking. It's a great way to kind of de-stress, you know, and plan early and just get to the airport in plenty of time. But if they reserve their parking, they can be guaranteed that that space will be there. But one thing that we are doing is we're building a new garage, and it's going to be located in the economy parking lot. And there's two nice things about this new garage. One, it's going to take us about a year to build. So February 2026, we're going to have a new garage ready. Now, we're going to lose about 700 to maybe up to 1,000 spaces during the construction of this garage. But the nice thing is that we're going to have 1,400 surplus spaces once the garage is completed. Nice.
So just, get through that construction process.
Absolutely. But while we're getting through that process, be sure to reserve your parking during that time.
Okay. I always ride share. Is that another option?
That is another option.
Find another way there. Terry, I know you're 5 weeks in. Do you have any main priorities that you've already highlighted for the airport, or maybe a top one that you are working on right now?
Yes. So, you know, as I think we've talked about here on the show before, my colleagues have talked about what we call DCA Reimagined, right? So that is, you know, improving the hold room seating throughout the airport, renovating some of the restrooms, and getting new concessions into the airport. But as Dennis alluded to, right, we've got some projects street side and land side as well, right? So one of those is a roadway improvement project, which really the parking structure that Dennis mentioned is really just kind of the first chess piece in preparing all of that. We're also excited to start planning for a new Terminal 1. And really my goal is really just kind of working with all the stakeholders to kind of minimize the disruptions of all of the construction that's coming so that we can really get to the end result, which is just going to be a really improved customer experience at the airport.
Terminal 1 is my terminal.
Right.
Okay, this is exciting.
Yeah,
Thank you both for being here. Congratulations
Thank
again.
you again.
For more on what you can expect at Reagan National Airport, you can visit flyreagan.com.